Anxiety is often viewed as an enemy, an unwelcome force that disrupts our lives and holds us back. But what if anxiety isn't something to conquer, but a signal guiding us toward profound transformation? In this groundbreaking exploration, anxiety becomes more than a source of distress. It becomes a compass pointing us to a deeper understanding of who we are and who we can become. Beyond Anxiety invites readers on a journey through the layers of their own psyche, unraveling the primal instincts, creative forces, and purposeful actions that shape their experiences. This isn't about quick fixes or suppressing uncomfortable feelings. Instead, it's about diving into the heart of anxiety to discover its hidden messages and unlock its transformative potential. With each step, we learn to see anxiety not as an enemy, but as an ally, steering us toward greater self-awareness, resilience, and alignment with our true purpose. This journey isn't easy, but it's one that promises lasting freedom, a sense of empowerment, and a life lived with authenticity and meaning. Part 1. The Creature. Anxiety, in its rawest form, is the creature within us, a primal force designed to keep us alive. It's not just a mental or emotional response, it's deeply embedded in our biology. Our ancestors relied on this creature to evade predators, endure harsh environments, and respond quickly to immediate dangers. This part of us doesn't think rationally, it reacts instinctively, scanning the horizon for threats and triggering fight, flight, or freeze responses. While this system worked well in the wild in the modern world, it misinterprets daily stresses, emails, deadlines, social judgments, as the same life-threatening dangers our ancestors faced. This misfiring creates a constant state of tension, trapping us in a loop of hyper-awareness that can feel impossible to escape. The creature isn't malicious, it genuinely believes it's protecting us, and in many cases it is. When we cross the street and instinctively stop at the sight of an oncoming car, it's the creature at work, ensuring our safety. However, when it convinces us to stay up at night worrying about things outside our control, like what others think or outcomes we can't predict, it becomes a hindrance. It focuses solely on survival, rejecting uncertainty, risk, and vulnerability, all the things necessary for growth and fulfillment. This overprotective part of us resists change because it associates the unfamiliar with danger, reinforcing the very patterns that feed our anxiety. Understanding the creature is an act of compassion toward ourselves. Rather than labeling it as the enemy, we can see it as a part of us that is scared, overworked, and misunderstood. For instance, the racing heart, sweaty palms, or knot in the stomach that accompany anxiety are the creature's way of sounding the alarm. Instead of fighting these sensations, we can acknowledge them for what they are, a signal, not a death sentence. By learning to pause and observe these responses without judgment, we can create distance between ourselves and the storm of thoughts and emotions that anxiety stirs. When we develop this awareness, we can start asking important questions. Is this danger real? What am I afraid will happen? Am I safe at this moment? These questions help us disrupt the automatic responses of the creature, allowing us to step into a more empowered state of mind. The goal isn't to silence the creature completely, that would be neither realistic nor wise, but to help it recalibrate. It's about teaching it that not every unknown is a predator, and that stepping into the unfamiliar is not only safe, but necessary for growth. By taming the creature, we set the stage for deeper transformation. This initial step lays the groundwork for moving beyond mere survival and into the realm of creativity and higher purpose. It's a journey of turning inward, not to fight or suppress the creature, but to listen, understand, and gently guide it toward harmony. Only when this balance is achieved can we awaken the creative force within us, the part that thrives not on fear, but on possibility. Part 2. The Creative. Once we've acknowledged and begun to understand the creature within us, we unlock the doorway to a deeper part of ourselves, the creative. This is the force that exists beyond fear, a place where anxiety begins to lose its grip. The creative doesn't operate in survival mode. Instead, it thrives in curiosity, imagination, and exploration. It is the part of us that sees opportunities and challenges, embraces uncertainty as an adventure, and finds joy in creating meaning out of life's chaos. When we step into this state, we transition from reacting to life to actively shaping it. The creative is not an elusive talent reserved for artists or innovators. It's a universal quality, present in everyone, waiting to be awakened. However, the creature often suppresses it, as creativity requires us to take risks, face failure, and engage with the unknown, territory the creature instinctively avoids. By acknowledging and quieting the creature, we create space for the creative to emerge, allowing it to guide us toward new possibilities. This process doesn't happen all at once. It's a practice of gently shifting our focus from fear to curiosity, from self-doubt to self-expression. One way to engage the creative is through the act of play. Play is the opposite of anxiety. It's lighthearted, exploratory, and free of judgment. When we play, we stop fixating on outcomes and start enjoying the process. For example, think of a child building a sandcastle. The child isn't worried about whether the castle will withstand the tide or win an award. They are fully immersed in the moment, relishing the feel of the sand, the joy of shaping it, and the wonder of their creation. Adopting this mindset in adulthood, whether through hobbies, experiments, or simply trying new things, activates the creative and shifts our focus from fear to possibility. Another key aspect of engaging the creative is reframing failure. Where the creature sees failure as a threat, the creative views it as a teacher. Each misstep becomes an opportunity to learn, adapt, and grow. For instance, imagine someone starting a new business. While the creature might fixate on the risk of losing money or facing judgment, the creative sees the venture as a chance to explore their passion, solve problems, and connect with others. Even if the business doesn't succeed in traditional terms, the creative celebrates the experience for the lessons it offers and the personal growth it fosters. The creative also thrives on connection. Anxiety often isolates us, convincing us that we are alone in our struggles. The creative, however, seeks collaboration, community, and shared purpose. When we engage with others, whether through conversation, shared projects, or acts of kindness, we access new perspectives and insights that enrich our creativity. This sense of connection not only nurtures our creative spirit, but also reminds us that we are part of something greater than ourselves, which can be deeply grounding. Ultimately, the creative is a transformative force that invites us to see life not as something to endure, but as something to shape and explore. It's the antidote to the rigidity of fear, offering flexibility, inspiration, and joy. By fostering this part of ourselves, we begin to redefine our relationship with anxiety, shifting from a state of constant reaction to one of intentional creation. As we embrace the creative, we prepare ourselves for the next step in the journey, the creation of a life that aligns with our deepest values, dreams, and purpose. Part 3. The creation. As we transition from the creative to the creation, we enter the most transformative phase of the journey. The creation is the embodiment of a life crafted with intention, one that aligns with our deepest values, dreams, and purpose. While the creature reacts and the creative imagines, the creation builds. This is where abstract ideas take tangible form, where dreams turn into action, and where we become architects of our lives rather than passive participants. This stage demands courage, persistence, and clarity, but it also offers the most profound rewards, a sense of fulfillment and mastery over the chaos of anxiety. The first step in the creation process is clarifying what we want to build. Many of us carry vague notions of happiness or success without ever defining them in personal terms. Here, we are called to deeply examine our desires and motivations. What truly matters to us? What kind of life do we want to lead? This clarity acts as a compass, guiding our decisions and actions. Without it, we risk building a life based on external expectations or fleeting impulses, which often leads to dissatisfaction and regret. By aligning our goals with our authentic selves, we create a foundation for genuine fulfillment. Once clarity is established, the next challenge is taking action. This is where many people falter, overwhelmed by the enormity of their dreams or the fear of failure. The creation teaches us to break down our aspirations into manageable steps, focusing on progress rather than perfection. Consider someone striving to improve their physical health. Instead of setting an intimidating goal like running a marathon, they might start with a daily walk, gradually increasing their stamina and confidence. Each small step builds momentum, reinforcing the belief that change is possible. The creation also emphasizes the importance of resilience. Life is unpredictable, and even the most carefully crafted plans will encounter obstacles. Instead of viewing setbacks as failures, the creation sees them as part of the process. These challenges offer opportunities to adapt, refine, and grow. For example, a writer who faces rejection from publishers might use the experience to improve their craft, seek alternative avenues for sharing their work, or deepen their connection to their creative purpose. Resilience is not about avoiding hardship, it's about using it as fuel for growth and innovation. At the heart of the creation lies the principle of alignment. This means ensuring that our actions, choices, and behaviors are consistent with our values and aspirations. Misalignment often leads to inner conflict and anxiety, as we sense a disconnect between who we are and how we live. The creation encourages us to regularly assess our lives, asking questions like, are my relationships nourishing or draining? Does my work reflect my passions and talents? Am I spending my time on things that matter? By making adjustments to bring our lives into alignment, we cultivate a sense of harmony and purpose. Another crucial aspect of the creation is embracing collaboration. While the creature often operates in isolation, the creation thrives on connection and shared effort. Building a meaningful life often involves working with others, whether through partnerships, communities, or mentorship. Collaboration not only amplifies our impact, but also deepens our sense of belonging. For instance, someone pursuing a career in social work might find fulfillment not just in helping individuals, but also in collaborating with colleagues to drive systemic change. The creation recognizes that our greatest achievements often come from collective effort rather than individual striving. As we progress through the creation, we begin to experience a profound shift in our relationship with anxiety. Where once it was a paralyzing force, it becomes a signal and a guide. When anxiety arises, it's often a sign that we are stepping outside our comfort zones or confronting something that matters deeply to us. Instead of resisting or avoiding it, the creation teaches us to acknowledge anxiety, understand its origins, and use it as a tool for growth. This shift in perspective transforms anxiety from an enemy into an ally, empowering us to navigate life's challenges with greater ease and confidence. Ultimately, the creation is about living with intention, courage, and authenticity. It's about transforming the raw material of our fears, dreams, and experiences into a life that reflects our truest selves. This process is not about achieving a fixed state of perfection, but about embracing the ongoing journey of growth and discovery. By committing to the creation, we not only transcend anxiety, but also unlock our potential to live fully and meaningfully. The creation is not just the culmination of this journey, it's an ongoing practice, a way of life that continuously evolves as we do. In conclusion, the journey beyond anxiety is not a straightforward path, but a transformative process that reshapes how we understand ourselves and the world around us. It begins with recognizing the primal instincts of the creature within us, progresses through the imaginative power of the creative, and culminates in the active, intentional process of the creation. Along the way, we learn to face our fears, challenge limiting beliefs, and align our lives with our deepest values and aspirations. This journey is not about erasing anxiety, but about integrating it as a guide and catalyst for personal growth. As we embrace this new way of living, we discover that anxiety is not an obstacle, but an invitation to step into our power. By cultivating self-awareness, resilience, and alignment, we create lives filled with purpose, connection, and joy. This transformation is not only liberating, but also empowering, as it enables us to navigate life's uncertainties with clarity and confidence. The tools and insights gained through this journey are not temporary fixes, but enduring practices that enrich our lives and the lives of those around us. In moving beyond anxiety, we move toward a life of freedom, fulfillment, and boundless possibility. Thank you so much for listening and joining us. If you enjoy the audiobook, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated with more book summaries that can expand your mind. Drop a comment below to let us know which book you like us to explore next. We look forward to bringing you more valuable contents right here on Page by Page. Until next time, keep learning and growing.